How do they get past 3 of you guys? You're dog shit! It sucks playing the shit! And I'm fucking addicted!
It's no surprise to anyone that League's a pretty frustrating game. I mean, I play myself and I get angry quite a bit. It's not even like I'm an angry person, it's just that League is just League. It's so toxic and tilting, and it gets you just so mad. Either you're making a dumb play or your teammates are making a dumb play. I thought it'd be pretty funny if I built a piece of software that actually doesn't allow me to play League until I'm relaxed. Hopefully, this can help me be a little bit less toxic and maybe make my days a little bit better. To detect if I'm relaxed or not, I need something to send my brain data to my computer. In other words, I need to interface my brain with my computer. So I'm gonna need a brain-computer interface, which is essentially just a piece of technology which can relay my brain data to my computer. I'm gonna need a specific kind of brain-computer interface called the electroencephalogram. It's the most accessible one out there, and it's non-invasive, meaning that I don't have to like put electrodes and shit in my head. So it's just much simpler to use, and what it does is it detects the electrical gradients inside my brain and then turns it into, well, just fancy numbers, to be completely honest.
2 hours later.
And would you look at that, I have the Open BCI GameWii on board, which is, well, a BCI, along with all the headwear that I'll ever need for this entire project. So this gets the data from my head, and this actually processes the data, but now I actually need to send it to my computer, which requires code. The code's fairly simple if you already know Python. It's mainly a walk in the park, especially with how easy BrainFlow is and how nice the documentation can be. Okay, so starting our data stream with BrainFlow is super simple. Just start stream. After this, we turn our data into a pandas data frame. This is just to lay out the data, make it into a table, super organized, super nice. After this, EEG data is actually pretty messy. This is because EEG data is electrical data from your brain, but your entire body has electricity flowing through it. So your nerves obviously have electricity flowing through it. If you move your eyes, there's electricity, your jaw clenches. Basically anything that you do, there's electricity. And trying to get brain data in the midst of all that different electricity is kind of difficult. After that, we go into neural oscillations, which are really, really cool. So your brain emits 5 different brain waves: delta, theta, alpha, beta, and gamma. These are classified based on their frequency, and then their power is determined based on voltage. So what this piece of code does, it basically just gets the average band powers. This is another word for neural oscillations or brain waves. And then it gets the delta and theta bands. And then based off of these 2 bands, we're able to determine if I'm relaxed or not using machine learning. This is a pre-built machine learning model, so I don't have to train it, thankfully. And yeah, it just takes my neural oscillations from my EEG data, and then it just processes if I'm relaxed or not. And then here is just some handlers. If I'm relaxed, then I play the LA Noire corrected jingle, because I played LA Noire and I just love the game. And if I'm not relaxed, it plays the incorrect jingle to tell me that I'm not relaxed. So the machine learning part of this program is actually pretty cool. I mean, the entire program is pretty cool, but the machine learning part is also really cool. What I'm actually doing here is something called neurofeedback. It's a form of operant conditioning which uses your brainwaves as the metric to reward or punish. So imagine your dog. Your dog is trying to roll over and you're trying to train it to roll over. Your dog rolling over is the metric that you are going to reward and punish. Now, you wouldn't actually punish a dog, hopefully. Hopefully you'll just reward it, and the punishment is not rewarding it. So every single time the dog rolls over, you give it its favorite treat. Every single time it doesn't roll over, it doesn't get the treat. Eventually, your dog is just gonna learn to roll over because it wants that treat. This happens to our brain as well due to a property called neuroplasticity, which is your brain's ability to learn and grow. For this program specifically, I'm gonna learn whenever I'm relaxed and not relaxed, because of the sounds I'm going to be playing whenever I'm in whatever mental state. But enough of the technical and code stuff. Let's actually just get into the... and the entire sound didn't actually record, or actually, no, that's a lie. Only my sound didn't record. You can literally hear everything, including the audio cue and my friends, but not me. For some reason, OBS just didn't record me, but this meetup took like 3 weeks to actually organize, so there's no going back here. Even though I had like some problems with audio, the actual program worked pretty well. Actually, way better than I was actually expecting. So whenever like we lost a fight or like we got jumped by like 14 guys, I was quite tense, as you can expect. And the program responded as such. So say like we got ganked or we got ambushed by 3 different people, I would be stressed, and then it would play the stressed audio. And then say like we won something, I would actually get the relaxed audio cue, and it worked, and it was quite responsive, and it was pretty funny, but it's a shame that we can't really hear all the banter. A really great example of the program being really responsive and funny is when my friend Tim essentially tried to all in or kill the opponent, but he horribly blundered. And when I saw him blunder and like absolutely screw this up, I got instantly stressed out. And the program showed it, and it was absolutely hilarious.
Can I all in the Riven and win?
It's a mirror, so it's not the ribbon, it's the mirror. Never mind, you missed everything. You missed everything.
And that's the entire video. Wow, it's done. This took a lot longer than I expected it to actually record. It took around like 2, maybe 3 months to record, mainly because of like organizing the entire league game. That was kind of a headache, and actually building the thing was also another headache. But I did learn a lot. I hope you did too through watching this video. If you did like it, please let me know. I love making videos like this. Even though I don't make them as frequently. I'll try making them more frequently now because they are actually quite fun. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Goodbye.